Alright guys, I don't want this to be a told you so moment because it looks like baby Brett is on the verge of continuing its way to the upside, exactly like I said from my last video. We are 69% up on the day and we've broken through some important levels, which means we could potentially see some insane run to the upside. Guys, it's not just baby Brett, it is also quite a few of the memes starting to finally wake up, and we are on the verge of seeing some crazy runs to the upside. And this could be a time sensitive news before we continue rip our way to the upside. And NERO starts to see some decent pump, as well as Mad, Wolf, and multiple of other memes. The 31 Mad, 31 NERO, Mad, and a few other memes from the Solana network. Guys, if you haven't done so already, give me a like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Before we roll the intro, it's time to strap onto your boots, put on your rocket helmets. Let's get into the video. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So let's quickly dive into NERO because we are currently seeing some nice move to the upside on a daily chart. Almost exactly what I said right over here. If we continue to hold this trade, we could see a move to the upside. The market cap is at $11.06 million. We are up on the day 22%, 23% on a day, and the price is at 0.01. So let's take a look at the charts. And my guys, we are starting to see some decent moves. We are now on the verge of retesting back into this level right up over here. Now normally for the weekends we don't tend to see pretty decent volume kicking in, but we are starting to notice quite a lot of memes are starting to move right now. And had it gone in right here, congratulations guys, you're going to be in a pretty decent trade if you held through and you got in here. Guys, hats off to you all from not selling as we were coming back down into this level. In fact, this would have been a perfect reaccumulation before we continue away to the upside. How much higher can we go? Guys, if you're going in down here, the market cap would have been, and I'll show you right now, the market cap would have been at $8.33 million, and we are up by $11 million and climbing. This could be a very easy 1x gains, but we're not here for the short gains. We are here for that massive move to the upside, because I reckon with NERO we can easily see 1000x return on this project. You let me know in the comments whether you believe that NERO could in fact go up to that 1000x, because I reckon NERO will be competing against the likes of Shiba Inu and Dogecoin, but you let me know in the comments. So let's head over to the next meme, and that is going to be Mad. Mad is up back into the $20 million market cap, and we are up on a day 21%, and the price is at 0.00002029. So let's take a look at the chart. And again, just like what I said right up here, it looks like we are continuing our way to the upside, and once we do break from this heights right over here, then we should quite easily come back and retest the last all-time highs. So that means we are only 75% or 76% away from the last all-time highs. So that'd be a quite easy gains. But had you held from over here and we push back up towards the last all-time highs, that's 113 or 15% move to the upside. And if you take a look at the chart, it's looking extremely healthy as well, and it's got that nice move theta one, and it's got that nice price action move to the upside, where we've almost followed this lines like this. We got up, pull back down, we then gone up, pull back down, and now it's looking like that we are going to continue our way to the upside, or at least retest this level right up here before we see any kind of reaction to the zone. If we don't and we continue to the upside, then we can hopefully turn this level into a support. How high can we go? 10x away from here, 203 million, 100x at 2 billion. Can we go more than 100x? Quite possibly, but we just need to wait and see what happens during the bull season. If in case you are bullish on Mad, then you're going to want to stock up now before we see some crazy runs to the upside anyway. or otherwise you could take some profit along the way and keep your initial trade in, because we could see ourselves maybe 1,000+ X for mad token. So let's move on to the next one, and that is gonna be Pickle. Pickle, we are at $872,000, which means we are up on a day of 10% for the past 24 hours. If we take a look at the chart, it's exactly like what I said in my last video. Guys, check this out. To hold your nerve, because we're so close of potentially breaking back down. But seeing as we are in a bullish territory within BTC, it's just going to drag the whole entire market up along with it. And right now, what we're noticing is that we've actually retested, literally just touched on the top of that longer, narrow rectangular box, which means that will give me a confidence anyway from this general setup that we should be retesting back towards the last highs over here before we continue to much more higher. And if you're mega bullish on Pickle, get in now whilst the market cap is under 1 million, because we can still see 1,000x play for Pickle, which means the market cap would only need to get to $861 million. And I reckon that is certainly on the cards. We could even go higher. So that means you could turn your $100 into 1 million on Pickle. So Pickle could be the one to make you a millionaire, possibly just by putting in $100 and literally just forget about it and wait until the bull season kicks in. Because once you see that 1,000x, that's your $1 million. So let's move on to the next one, and that is going to be Ponky. Ponky, we are at $203 million market cap. We are up on a day at 9.59% for the past 24 hours, and the price is at 0.36 cents. So let's take a closer look at the chart. And what we see is to the T what I said in my last video. Guys, check this out. If you want to learn how to trade just like myself, quite simply head over to my YouTube membership page right over here, which only costs you like a $5 per month. Within that $5 per month, you'll be able to learn how to make trade decisions like this, where to draw your lines without overcomplicating, or otherwise, if you like a face-to-face video call, you can subscribe to this video. You can subscribe to this membership right over here, where you will get one free video call on a month-to-month basis, plus you receive a unique Telegram link in order for you to be able to stay in contact with me. Otherwise, if you need a further support, you can go for this membership right over here, where you would receive one video call every week, plus your unique Telegram link. And above all else, I would also give you a small task for you. And before we schedule our next video call, then I will require you to complete those, because I want to quickly fast track you to the point where you're able to trade quickly and potentially not miss out on any of these gains like this. So anyway, let's move on to the next one, because I reckon with Ponky, we could still see a 10x away from here, which will put the market cap at $2 billion. So let's move on to the next one, and that is going to be Bird Dog. Bird Dog is at $3.3 million market cap, and we are up on a day 10.11%, and the price is at 0.003. So let's take a closer look on the chart, because we saw some pretty big pullback the other day. But I did say in my last video, we do need to get back into this level, remain bullish before we continue our way to the upside. And almost picture perfect, yes, done so, just that. We might have fallen a little bit more deeper for a retracement before we move to the upside. But in case if we don't, this is looking like that it could be a good scenario where Bird Dog will be going up maybe a little bit more. We might dance around within this area before we pump to the upside. And we should expect from here, and additionally, another 70 or 80% back into this level before we continue our way to much more bigger prices. I'm still mega bullish on Bird Dog, because I reckon we should be able to expect a 1000x from here, which should put the market cap at $3.3 billion. And surprise, surprise, take a look at Cheers. Cheers is also heading its way to the upside, and the market cap is at $488,000. We're up on a day 10.32% for the past 24 hours. So let's take a closer look on the charts. Last few videos that we are going to be bouncing around here before we literally take off, at least to retest this high right up here, or the last high right up here, and only until we break above AP here. Once we do see a pullback, it could be another perfect opportunity for us to re-enter before we come back into this zone right up here. Overall, guys, I reckon that we should still be able to head away back to the last all-time highs, and that will give us 2,526% move to the upside, which is going to be a pretty sick trade there already, which means you've already 25x'd by reaching back up to the last all-time highs. How much higher can we go? I reckon for now, I think 50x is doable, but anything much higher, I'm not quite sure, guys. We just need to see multiple more exchanges coming in for the cappuccino token in order for me to give me that belief that we should be able to push our way to the upside. And one final meme of the video, and this is largely thanks to one of the guys who commented in my last video with a video suggestion, and I'm going to include Gummy. Gummy's market cap is at $7.14 million market cap, and we're up on a day 13.35%, and the price is at 0.009 cents. So let's take a closer look at the chart. Okay, now this is not looking too bad. It looks like it could be shaping up for a pretty decent pump to the upside. I'm not expecting a one massive wick to go straight to the top, but instead from here we came relatively close back down towards the last low, or from the beginning of this move right to the upside. Yeah, whenever I see that, yeah, it always means that we're going to see a continued move to the downside, almost retesting back to the low. But anyway, when it comes down to Gummy, guys, potentially we can still see ourselves heading our way back to the last all-time highs of right around up here at 17 cents. That's going to be quite a massive trade actually, and gains. Yep. And if we measure up for the top of the wick, that's 2,336% move to the upside, which will give you a 23x returns if you enter now and you hold right up here. If you accumulate here for the longest, then guys, you could be in for a decent returns once we do go back to the last all-time highs. But I would like to see us to do a couple of things first. One, we need to break from this level right up here. Only until we see ourselves breaking out and above from this level here, then it might be worth reaccumulating, add a lot more to your bags, because that will give us a perfectly good sign in order for us to continue to push our way to the upside. Even on a short-term basis, if you enter now and you hold to the back there, that's still 143% move to the upside, which is pretty cool if you ask me. However, you're not in it for the couple of 100%, you're in it for your several thousand percent. And Gummy could be the one. We just need to see more volume kicking in, and we need to see also, yeah, we need to see a lot more moves happening for this project. There were some negativity coming out from Gummy, but in terms of is it tradable, yep, any charts are tradable, but we just need to keep an eye on the volume and that people are not dumping further on this project. So potentially we can still see a 23x or between 22 and 23x back towards the last all-time high. Can we go much more higher? I'm not so sure, but at least for the time being, I would say 23x is doable. Whew, that's a bit of a mouthful. Anyway, guys, I hope you do appreciate this video. If you have, give me a like, subscribe, hit the bell notifications to show me support for this channel. And most importantly, guys, you let me know in the comments on which one of these memes are you mega bullish on. Thank you very much for tuning in. Appreciate you all. Just give me a like, subscribe, hit the bell notifications, and I will see you all.